Looking for interesting player coach interviews from Western Illinois University? Sports Genius is the show for you. I ask all of the questions fans want to know, and you'll be surprised with some of the answers you hear. So sit back, relax, and enjoy watching the Sports Genius. Hello, viewers, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Sports Genius. I'm your host, Bryant Lucas, and today's guests are WIU assistant coach Beth Galicko and outfielder Tierney Bettino. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Good.
Glad you all were able to make an appearance on Sports Genius.
Thanks. Happy
Thank
to be
you.
here.
Thanks. Let's get this show rolling. I'll start off with you, Coach. WIU finished with a 19-28 record last season. What has the coaching staff done to improve the team and make sure we have a better season?
I think the biggest thing that we are working on this year is our mental game. We actually had a sports psychologist come in and he talked with the team, and I think the team really held on to that and grabbed it. And I really believe their mental strategies, their mental game, they work on their routines before they step onto the field, step into the batter's box, and I really think that this year that's going to help them out a lot more so than ever before because we're really hounding in on their mental game. Also, we've told them let's start forgetting about the past and move on to the future because this is our team now and this is what we need to work on here and now. So,
Could you explain a little bit about the mental strategy? I know sometimes players can't overcome bad games or, maybe they have a huge game and they kind of have that expectation to perform at that level all the time. So could you explain a little bit about the mental strategy?
Sure. I think the biggest thing that we're working with them right now for the mental side is their routines. We had them write down their routines before they get into the box, had them write down a different type of routine to get onto the field. Say if an error does occur, they do something such as wiping away the dirt, wiping away the error that just happened. Before they get into a box, say they swung at a pitch that they really think that they should not have swung at, and they just go through, they take a deep breath, have a focal point somewhere either on the bat or in the outfield, let that last pitch go, and then move on to the next one, step in the box, ready to go. So I think routines are our biggest thing this year, and I think the girls are really responding to it. We know each and every one of them has one, and we make sure they use it in practice. If it's starting to go a little off in practice during hitting and fielding, we say, hey, let's work on our routines. They get right back into it and get that next pitch or next play. So that's our biggest thing is routines this year.
Has the scouting staff recruited some good young talent for this season?
I definitely say yes. Our younger class, our freshmen, they are awesome. I didn't really have the opportunity to see them play too much this summer, but once they came in, it was awesome to watch them play. I was really ecstatic. They fit into the team well. We have an infielder that we're really excited to get her out there. The outfielders and the pitcher, we're just really excited to have them here. They're going to mesh well with our team.
Would you say this will be a fast team as far as, speed, stealing bases, snatching home runs away?
I hope so. Being the outfield coach, I really hope they start snatching some. That'd be awesome to see. But I think we have a mix. We have some power in there. We have some speed in our lineup. So it's going to be a good mix, and the power hitters will be able to hit the speedies in.
All right. Tierney, you're the outfielder. Last season, you had a batting average of .242 with 24 hits and 1 home run. How confident are you heading into this season as far as improving?
I think last year really gave me a good opportunity to improve in all aspects of the game. I think hitting was my major one that I focused on. For me, it's not so much me personally being only confident in myself. I know that if I don't get the job done, I have 8 other girls behind me in the lineup that will.
All right. Talk about the pressure you deal with as far as maybe you'll have runners in scoring position and you need that big hit. How do you deal with the pressure in the batting box?
Well, like Coach Beth said, we've been working a lot on routines this year, and last year I know I would get really frazzled and I wouldn't always perform up to what I thought I should be, but this year I really focus on my routine before I get in the batter's box. I actually have a very long routine before I get in there.
Please explain.
So before I get into the box, I wipe away all the dirt, I step out, I look at my sign, I take 2 cuts, and then I step in, look at home plate, look at my bat, twist it around a little bit, take a really deep breath, and then I do like a little flick of the wrist, and then I'm ready to go.
Would you explain your batting stance or like your technique as far as hitting the ball?
For me personally, I know that I'm not going to hit a home run every time up to bat. I'm more of a contact hitter, so that's what I like to focus on. I just like to make sure I'm getting base hit. That's all I aim for when I'm up to bat.
All right. Coach Galicko, where are you from, and tell me what's life out there?
I'm actually from the Chicago suburbs, so it's a little bit different than it is in Macomb. I'm from LaGrange Park. It's kind of near Hinsdale and Downers Grove. It's basically a normal Chicago suburb, anything and everything. There's malls, there's a lot of schools, there's a lot of things to do there, but I mean, it's kind of funny. Everyone asks me, why would you choose Macomb? But I love the family atmosphere here, so I mean, it's fun up there, but it's also a good time down here.
So which town would you prefer most?
It depends what you're asking for. Coaching-wise, I'd love to be down here. Food-wise, possibly more up there, but can make it work down here too.
Tierney, where are you from?
I'm from Lockport, Illinois, which is a southwest suburb of Chicago. Actually, a lot of my teammates are from there too, so it works both ways. Like even though I'm here with them, I'm actually there with them at home too. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty nice. I really love Macomb because I do love the family atmosphere, but I do like at home, like the food aspect of everything. But if I had to choose, I would pick here probably.
You talk about the food. What kind of food did you eat?
Like Portillo's, that's my favorite, and it's only up north, so that's like my favorite.
Awesome. Coach Galicko, you're a hitting coach and also a fielding coach.
Yep.
Talk about the fundamentals you teach your players.
I think the biggest thing I like to teach is hitting gap to gap. I mean, there's no one standing in those left center, right center gaps, so we want to hit it to where the players aren't. I go for line drives. That's what I'm trying to teach right now, and if we happen to get a home run, great, that's awesome, but a double after double I would love because double scores in the next run. So always gap to gap hitting. Outfield-wise, I kind of make a joke with the outfielders all the time. We get the ball and we throw it into the infield and let them do the work. But our job is to get it in as fast as we possibly can. We catch the ball, we get it into the infielders so they can make that out at any base. So I think that's our biggest thing, especially with outfield, is just getting in as fast as we can because this game is fast and the base paths are only 60 feet, so we got to move quick.
What advice do you give to the players as far as, I don't know, maybe they'll have an error? Mm-hmm. What advice do you give them to keep their head up?
Keep their head up. I mean, you'll always hear me from the dugout. I'm always yelling something to say, hey, keep your head up, get the next one, something like that. But then also going back to the mental side, we always have them work their routine, and I will make sure that I see them. If I don't see them working their routine, I'll say something once they get back in the dugout. Also, once they get back to the dugout, I'll say, hey, let's work on this. Like if they took a bad angle or something else happened, I'd say, hey, let's work on this. You'll get it next time, so they don't worry about it when they go up to the plate.
As a coach, how do you deal with colliding egos? Maybe the star player and, I don't know, a role player may get into it. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with that?
Well, I've been actually fortunate enough that we really haven't had that problem because our team, I would say, gets along really well. Everyone knows their role on the team. If you're the number one player, which we never really say you're the number one player on our team because everyone's all equal on our team. I'm just happy that we haven't had the egos. If we had, I think the biggest thing is just helping them understand that everyone has a place on this team, and if we don't have you, then we won't win. So everyone is a part of this big team as a whole.
Okay. Tierney, spill the beans. I know there's been some kind of conflict in the locker room. Tell us.
Honestly, any kind of brawl I've been in with my teammates has been over the peanut butter, who gets the peanut butter first between games. So that's basically as far as it goes brawl-wise.
It's all about food.
In high school, Tierney, you were named to the Chicago Sun-Times 100 top players for softball. Tell me, how did that feel being recognized in a major newspaper company?
Well, obviously, I was very honored to be put in there, but at the same time, I know I probably wouldn't have been on that list if it hadn't been for my great teammates in high school. I played with Leah Romeo, who's actually on my team now in high school, so that was pretty great. But yeah, I had a great team in high school. I had a great coaching staff, so it was great.
What number rank were you?
Me personally,
Yeah.
or I actually don't know. If any stats go out in the paper, I don't look at them. I feel like it jinxes myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a bit superstitious, would you say?
I'm not superstitious, but I don't like to get thoughts in my head that make me feel like I have to perform up to that every single time.
All right. Coach, when you played for WIU, you'd had quite an impressive resume. You batted .326 along with 33 doubles, 81 RBIs. I'm not sure how many home runs did you have. How many home runs did you have?
I had 9.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're obviously a great hitter. So explain, when you played for WIU, how did it feel to be considered a great hitter?
I mean, it was awesome to play for WIU. I loved it here. I had a great coaching staff. I played for Coach Van Blyman, so she has been a great mentor to me as a player and a coach. I had a great hitting coach when she was here. I think it was a blast. I mean, my freshman through junior year, we were able to win. We went to NCAAs my freshman year, which is an amazing experience that I would love for our girls to get back to. And we were back-to-back conference champions 2009 and 2010. So it was a really good feeling to be here. But, I mean, like Tierney said, stats, I get a little nervous once I start looking at my own stats. I always look at theirs, of course, but when it comes to mine, I get a little shaky, so a lot of that I had no idea. So, I mean, I had a great time here. My teammates really, that's what helped me on every aspect of the field. With your teammates, you get along with them, you work well together, that's what makes you the better player. So
You all were back-to-back champs. Mm-hmm. Talk about, that ride.
It was pretty exciting. You don't really know it until after it happens. You're like, wow, we're actually winning all of these games, one right after another. So, I mean, it's a great feeling, and the best part that I remember about it and to now is that the team right now is saying and doing the things that we did when we won those championships. So I'm very excited to see what this team has in store. I think it's going to be a good year.
What did you all do to celebrate those championships? Did you all go out, party, have some champagne popping?
I wish we could have done that, but no, we did not, because we knew we had the conference tournament next, and then if we won the conference tournament, we had NCAAs after that. So there was a little celebration, but nothing too major because we knew we had the next game to work on.
Not too much time for play, huh?
No, not too much.
Have you all ever been hit by a fastball or seen someone hit by a fastball?
Both of those, yes.
Could you elaborate on that?
I mean, I've been hit a couple times. I've been hit in the head. I've been hit in the arm. I've been hit while I was on base. So, I mean, it hurts, but you just rub some dirt on it and get over it.
What about you, Tierney?
Personally, here I have not been hit by one pitch, which is kind of shocking. If you want to know about that, you should ask Leah. My teammate Leah is on the top 100 list for getting hit by pitches in the country. So.
Oh wow! Where did she get hit?
I don't know if it's so much she just lets herself get hit, or
she takes it for the team, huh?
Yeah, she takes one for the team.
She sounds like a tough girl.
She is.
Have you all ever been part of a brawl? I know I'm kind of asking all these violent questions out of.
You're good. No, I've actually never been part of a brawl. I've only seen it on TV, all the baseball players clearing the benches. So that's all I've ever seen.
All right. Tierney, what are your plans after you graduate WIU?
My major is biology with a specialized in medical sciences. I really want to do PA, physician assistant, so I'm planning to go to physician assistant school. I apply actually this spring, so we'll see how that goes.
And Beth, do you plan on sticking around WIU coaching for a while?
I do. I hope to be here for a little while. I'm excited to be here. I'm very, very happy to be back. I mean, this is my 7th year here technically, so I mean, I'd love to extend that even longer.
Tell me, what is it about coaching that you love so much?
Oh, man. I think the best part about coaching is when you're working with a kid and you're working really hard, say, on hitting, and they just can't figure it out, and you're working and you're giving them different drills, and then that one day that it clicks, and they're like, this is it, I finally figured it out, and they're hitting line drives after line drives. I think that's the best feeling, is because you see all the work that they put into it, and then finally it sparks, and you can see it in their eyes, and I think that's a really good feeling. I love that about coaching.
Wow. Sounds amazing. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Sports Genius. Thanks, Coach Galicko and Tierney Bettino, for making an appearance on Sports Genius. You ladies were lovely. And that wraps it up for Sports Genius. I'm your host, Bryant Lucas. Go Leathernecks.